Hi everyone. As it is Lupus Awareness Month, it makes me think of Dr. Brooke Goldner, who cured her lupus. I was told for several years that there is no cure for lupus until I found Dr. Brooke Goldner and realized that, oh yes, there is a cure. So let me back up to the year 2004 and tell you my story. I was diagnosed after years of unexplained pain, surgeries, and worsening symptoms. Once they diagnosed my lupus, they said there is no cure and to go live the best life I could while I still had time. That sounded like a death sentence to me, and I believed I was dying. My health deteriorated rapidly, with both knees and wrists in severe pain that was far more than I could bear. The bones were dying. I was no longer able to work and ended up in surgery to fuse my right wrist in place. And the biopsy from that surgery is what confirmed the diagnosis of the lupus. For 20 years, I believed I was dying. Every doctor I saw told me the same thing, that there is no cure for lupus, and to this very day they still say the same thing. Except for Dr. Brooke Goldner. She's been trying to re-educate all the doctors, hoping that they will catch on that nutrition actually does work. And when you hear these words over and over again for year after year, you stop believing in hope. You stop believing your body can heal. You stop believing that the future can be different. And you begin believing in fear, which exacerbates the disease. I lived through the pain, the exhaustion, the inflammation, the hospital visits, the medical treatments, and prescriptions that never helped. The fear and the feeling that my body was slowly failing me took over. And then one day, I discovered something that changed my life forever. And that is hope. Not false hope, not magical thinking, real hope. I found people talking about nutrition, like Dr. Brooke Goldner, who wrote the books Goodbye Lupus and Goodbye Autoimmune, as well as she put out a fabulous cookbook, which I use regularly. I found topics on inflammation, the immune system, healing foods, the nervous system regulation, sleep, stress reduction, movement and exercise, and the body's ability to recover when given the right nutrition and support. No one had ever explained these things to me. No one told me that chronic inflammation can be influenced by nutrition and lifestyle. No one told me that anti-inflammatory foods, plant-based nutrition, green smoothies, hydration, stress reduction and exercise, and sleep, gut health, and nervous system healing could potentially change the way I felt. But once I learned, everything began to change. Slowly, gently, one step at a time. I could not afford the expensive programs I had learned, but little by little, I did it on my own. I listened, I studied, I changed my food. I learned how to make healing green smoothies. I learned how to nourish my body with proper nutrition instead of just trying to survive. And over time, my symptoms began to disappear. My strength changed. My pain changed. And then my life changed. Today, after years without symptoms and normal labs, I can honestly say this: I got my life back. There is hope. And that is why I am speaking out. That is why I am making this channel. Because somewhere out there right now is another person living in fear, believing there is no hope for them. I talk to them regularly, and I want to share my story of hope. Maybe they were told they will only get worse. Maybe they were told this is just their life now. Maybe they are terrified, exhausted, trying to manage whatever symptoms and pain they are living with, and losing hope. I know that feeling. I lived it for 20 years, and I want people to know this: there is more hope than you may have been told. That doesn't mean every person's journey will look the same. It doesn't mean healing is simple. And it doesn't mean anyone should stop working with their doctors. But people deserve to know there is new scientific evidence happening around inflammation, nutrition, metabolic health, gut immune interactions, movement and exercise, sleep patterns, stress reduction, and whole body wellness. People deserve informed choices. People deserve to know that healing may be possible in ways they were never taught. People deserve hope. For me, hope changed everything. And maybe it can change everything for someone else too. So if any of this resonates with you, please share in the comments your stories of hope, or if you need to reach out for hope, please do so in the comments. I will do everything I can to reach back out and give you some hope. So please like, share, and please share this with someone who needs to hear the hope. And then subscribe. Yes, subscribe. And thank you for watching. Please share the hope.